Facing due west on northwest of 33. This land is just outside of Robert. On the far section there is a creek that runs all the way through, and when you get looking up to the west and to the northwest, that is on section 32. So there's quite a bit of water up in there. This crop is fairly decent, but right here by the road anyways is very short. I'll check and see if this is a Durham wheat, I believe. This is in the middle of southwest of 21 and northwest 21. Held in the middle, so really can't tell what's over top. This side is pretty well all cultivated. This is a spring wheat crop. Again, it's only knee high, but extremely good heads on it. This is the north part of the northwest of 21. It's actually a pretty nice crop. It's a spring wheat. On the this side here is the southwest of 28. And I believe it's a Durham. Nice tall crop, really long heads. This is going to yield pretty good. There's some old buildings in the corner on this. Further across there's an old rock pile and an old car. You can just see the top. A few sloughs, trees. Section 21 is pretty well all seeded. This is at the line between the southwest and southeast of 28. Southeast of 28 has not been seeded, and there's a fair bit of bush and waste on it. When we come across here, this is on the line with northeast of 21. This is looking due south. So 21 is a really good quarter. End of section 21. Stone pile, so it's not rock free. This is the northwest corner of northwest of 22. And this is southwest of 27. And southeast of 28, which wasn't seeded. Northwest of 22. Going on to the northeast of 22, we're right at the corner line. Going across to the southeast of 27. On this section there is a lot of water. There's a lot of trees. This is southwest of 27. And past these trees there's a big water body back into some other trees. This is the northeast corner of 22. We're going to pan to the west. There is a big slough body, a few trees. And then if we go across the road onto the southeast corner of 27, I believe. And again, a large water body in the corner here. And across the road would be the southwest corner of 26. And once you're away from the corner, it looks pretty decent. We're not quite to the middle of the south half of 26. This is barley, by the way. This is due north, and then as we go around, we're onto the southeast of 26. And there is a large body over there, I think is water and trees. I can't really get down the road here, it looks just a wee bit too muddy. Again, south half of 26. We're on the east side of southeast of 22, about a quarter way up from the very southeast corner. Started north, now looking west. And southwest. Not quite sure if those are his buildings. We'll see if they are. And looking due south. You can see the fence post. Once we're by them, then we're on to section 15, I believe. Northeast corner of the northeast of 15. These have to be his buildings over there. And again, we're going to look back onto the southeast of 22. This is just onto the southwest of 15. Looking straight north into the yard. Southwest 15, 3/4 of the way up the southwest quarter. This is one of the yard sites. And up where this bush is, you're getting on to the northwest of 15. Looking back to the yard site on 15. And this should be on 16. Going on to the northeast of 16. And the southwest of 22. There's a line of old bins here, smaller bins. Apparently the owner is not putting value on the bins. They are usable, but too small for today's farming. And again, looking straight east. A lot of the wheat we're looking at apparently is grown for the ethanol plant at Unity and into Lloydminster. Last year this wheat yielded roughly 110 bushels the acre, and I was talking to Jim Magnus, and he figures that this year's crop will be better. There are huge heads on it, filling very well. Looking south in the middle of sections 21 and 22, this is 22 on this side, again an old Quonset. I believe this is barley here. Looking up to the northeast, which is where we were before, where all that water was. And back on to section 21, which actually is a really nice section, I think. We're on the middle, on the west side of the southwest and northwest of 34, looking south on 34. And due east, and then on to the northwest of 34. This crop is just starting to head now. or not starting, but it's 3/4 of the way through heading. We're on the northwest side of Northwest 34. This is probably one of those little alkaline or saline spots that the Sama sheets show. Again, not much growing in there. It's not a huge area, but there's probably 15 acres in the corner of this field that isn't highly productive or has zero production. Middle of the south end is southeast of 17, looking north. This is canola. Short, and this isn't going to be a huge crop, 30 bushels. Max, I would think. And then looking straight west, everything as far as we can see is part of theirs. There's peas here right on the left. I think they're peas or maybe lentils. These aren't theirs, but the wheat on that next quarter is theirs. These were the neighbor's peas. They're not much of a crop. Southwest 18. Sorry, I think southeast of 18. Canola, again, decent, but only 30 bushels max. Cereal crop across the road is on the northeast of 7. The one we were looking at before was 7 and 8. Northwest corner of the northwest is 7. And then into the next quarter, which is the northeast of 12. Bit better canola crop, but nothing great. Again, some more bins. This is the northeast of 12. We're right in the middle of the two north quarters, looking south. Is canola. On the northwest of 12 is peas, and they are quite a bit better than that last field we looked at. They're up knee-high anyways. Then we'll go across onto section 13 southwest, and that is canola on it. Again, not a huge crop in the canolas. Northwest corner of the northwest of 12. Again, this is the pea crop. There's pretty severe dips, but it's seeded right through. And when we go on to the southwest of 13, again, falls way down in the middle, which is good for drainage, and drops quite significantly as you go to the north. Not level. Count 21, 2/3 of the way west on the south half of 4. Canola, yeah, 30, 35 bushel crop. Fairly decent on the east side. Once we go over this hill, I'll take another picture. It drops off quite a bit down into a valley. 1/3 of the way up the west side of the southwest of 4. This portion of the field is quite hilly and is in hay. The crop you see over there is the canola, which we took a look at. So maybe 40 to 60 acres out of this side for hayland. It's halfway across the northeast of 10. Back on the corner of it there is some water. Crop that's here is actually really nice. This is a cereal, spring wheat of some kind. Very nice field. Looking east in the north part of the northwest of 11, there's some water down there, either a little pump shop or maybe a little gas well there. Decent field, but on the south part of this quarter there is some low spots that were flooded out. And we're looking far down on the southeast of 10 and the northeast of 10. All parts of this field are good. This is a really good crop here. There are a few drownouts and it's not full quarters, but nothing wrong with the crop. Middle of the south half of 13. This is the southeast quarter. We were looking east. This is quite an up and down field. It's in canola. Actually, this canola looks not too bad. Not huge, but maybe 30. Mostly seeded. There is a few wet spots in the bottoms, and in the southwest corner there's a portion of it that isn't seeded, that's too wet. So quite hilly up and down in spots. A lot of flat spots in the middle. Hills on the east side. Decent crop. Northwest of 11 near the northeast corner, sorry. Little water spot. This is canola. This is a decent looking crop. Again, not terribly high. I would think 30, 35. There's a few drown-out spots in it. Looking due west. I'm not sure if it'll show up, but if we look kitty corner across, that'll be the next one we look at, way across towards the trees there. That's canola too, by the looks of it.
Into a first down. Just
these are antelope.
He'll either make the first guy miss, or he'll break the tackle, or he'll cut back. And if you don't have great gap integrity on both sides of the line of scrimmage, you get yourself in trouble.
Head coach of the Stampeders, John Huffnagel, in his comments after walkthrough today, talked about John Cornish and about Corey Sheets. We got a huge...
This is southeast of 11. I thought this from a mile away was canola, but it's actually a cereal crop. It's a wheat, and I think it's a durum, but it could also be an ethanol wheat that has really big kernels in it. I need to see the seeded acreage report. It's a really nice crop, nice quarter. Northeast of 3. Again, it's a nice quarter. There is quite a rise or quite a hill in it, or quite a drop, and then we go across the road onto the northwest of 2. There is a fertilizer bin up there, and again, similar quarter with quite a rise on this quarter, so there is a draw through the middle, come out in this corner and up through the east side for a water run. These are cereals and look like similar crops. They look decent. I'm not sure how they'll yield if they're the ethanol wheat, and the owner seemed to think they would be going 100 bushels the acre. I'm a wee bit skeptical, but they do have really good heads. Northeast corner of the northwest of 2. You can see now where that water run is. Actually, there's quite a bit of water through the field on this. This is really good soil. I'm not sure what between the water down there would be like. The dirt up here is heavy clay. It's a really nice soil. And if you can look down along the road, this is actually a really good crop. Again, huge heads on the wheat. This will be an ethanol blend, and it will yield pretty good. This is the neighbor's canola just on the other side. And again, this is a better canola crop well potted, big pods on this stuff. Pretty much in the middle of the north half of one, looking east. If you look on the RM map, you can see this water body on the bottom. Again, this has a pretty good slope down to it. It's a really nice crop, good soil. What's water down there will never be seeded. Looking back west down the dirt road. We're in the northwest corner of the northwest of 19. I'm just going to take a picture from here all across this half. It's wide open with one draw down through the middle. Kind of a bowl, and then it must drain over to the southeast, which is where Grass Lake is, I believe. This is southwest of 1 looking north. We're just into the southwest corner here. This is a hilly quarter, but it looks wide open. There is water down in between the southeast and southwest. This is in canola. Again, it's a decent crop, but not a lot of, I'm not sure, 30 bushels would be my estimate for this crop.